Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to be showing you how to create this blue smoky glittery eye look. If you're interested to see how to achieve this look, please keep watching. So we're going to begin by using our Maybelline illuminating primer, and I'm going to spread that all across our skin using my flat bristle brush that I got off Amazon. It is really good quality and amazing. Like, I really recommend you guys buy your makeup brushes from Amazon because like it's cheap and it works amazing. You know, you don't have to like go and purchase a 200 dirham brush from Sephora. Like, they all work the same. Now I'm gonna go in my Dirty Works brow powder in dark brown, and I'm gonna use it to fill in the sparse spots that she has in her brow. And I'm just gonna work the powder in her brows and make sure that it covers all the spots. Now I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I'm gonna use it to carve out her brows and give it a cleaner shape, so it doesn't look messy. And like, you know, when we have our whole look finished, like the brows need to look clean, so this will ensure that the brows don't look messy. So now I'm going to do the same step that I did there on the other brow as well, and I'm going to carve it out evenly and make sure both the brows match and they don't look uneven and out of place. Your eyebrows literally make or break your makeup look, so make sure when you're doing this step you're careful and you take your time with it, and you make sure both the eyebrows are equal in shape and they don't look like they belong to the different family. You know, like they need to be sisters, they don't need to be cousins. Like, they better be sister identical twins, you know, if you will. So now I'm gonna drag this concealer again across her brow and clean it for the last time, because like you could see a little bit here on the outer part. Now I'm gonna use the same concealer and spread that across her eyelid area, and I'm gonna, you know, blend it into there because we're gonna use it as our base for our eyeshadow. Now I'm using this light blue color from my I think Color Studio palette by Beauty Glaze. It's really good. I think it's a dupe for the James Charles palette, and it's really good. It's really good in pigmentation. It's like, it blends amazingly on the eye, and like it's just like, it's perfect. Like, it's, I think it was for 60 dirhams only off Amazon. Yeah, so you guys, if you're looking for a dupe for the James Charles palette, you should definitely check out the Beauty Glaze palette on Amazon. Now I'm using the dark blue shade in the same palette, and I'm going to focus that on the outer corner of her eye. This is going to give dimension to the look and make it look like it's smoked out. I'm going to blend that in as well and make sure both the colors are blended and don't look harsh together. And you guys can see how I'm taking my time with the eyeshadow and I'm not rushing it out. This video is also in fast forward, so I'm clearly, you know, I worked it in. And then I'm gonna again like darken the deep blue shade on the outer corners, and now I'm going in with the shimmery teal blue color, and I'm gonna place it on the center of her eyelid. This is for a gradual color transition. And then I'm going in with the silver shade from the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm gonna place that on the inner part of her eyelid area, and I'm gonna blend the blue teal shade with the silver shade properly. I'm gonna place the same shade on the other eye as well, and make sure they both are equal and don't look, you know, uneven or like extra on one eye or like little on the other eye as well. So you want to make sure that both the eyes, the amount of eyeshadow you place are equal, because I've noticed a lot of times like people, they like put eyeshadow but like it's like uneven on both the sides. Like one side is darker, one side is lighter. It just doesn't match, you know. Now I'm gonna blend the blue on top of the silver shadow so it looks all blended together and like from one piece. Now I'm darkening the outer corners of her eye as well, and you can see how that literally like enhanced the eye look by like smoking it out on the outer part. Now I'm going to put this silver transparent, almost like white glitter on the center of her eyelid. This is by Miss Cos. It's a glitter palette. You don't need glue for the glitter, so it's really easy for application. Now I'm gonna clean out the excess that, you know, fall out on her lower eye region. So this will ensure that when we apply our foundation or any product on the lower region, it doesn't like darken up because of the shadow beneath it. So this will give us a clean base to start off with. And now I'm applying my Kat Von D foundation, the Lock-It foundation in 57 Warm. This foundation, it's beautiful. Kat Von D has one of the best full coverage foundations out there in the market. It is really good. If you're looking for a full coverage high-end foundation, you should definitely check out Kat Von D. It does have a matte finish, so if you already have dry skin, I don't think so it's a foundation for you. But if you have oily to combination skin, you should definitely check this foundation out. I'm gonna spread this all across her skin, you know, cover all the spots with the brush so that when I blend it in, it's not excess on one side and like light on the other side. So make sure you spread it evenly all across her skin. And now I'm going to use my damp beauty blender and I'm going to blend the foundation into her skin. This foundation does oxidize a bit, so you don't have to worry if it looks a bit yellow or like, you know, different to her skin tone right now. It will blend to her skin and match perfectly by the time we're done with this look. So I'm blending it in and making sure to, you know, have a natural finish to the look. It is full coverage, so you need to take your time with it, and this foundation does dry pretty quick, so you need to also be quick with the blending process, otherwise it's gonna leave patchy marks and look really unneat. Now I'm going to drag the foundation to her neck area so it blends properly with her skin. Now I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me concealer again, and I'm going to place it underneath her eye region, and I'm going to drag it across her upper cheek, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other part of her face as well. I'm going to use the same beauty blender and blend that in. This is going to again brighten up her lower eye region, and it's going to make her look a lot more awakened. And this technique of like applying the concealer on the top part of your cheek will lift her face up, and it will give her a perfect contour effect as well when we do contour her face. So make sure if you want to lift your face, apply the concealer across the top part of your cheekbone and blend it in. Now I'm going to drag the same concealer across her forehead and down the bridge of her nose and on her chin region as well. I'm going to use the same beauty blender, and I'm going to blend that all in again and make sure it all spreads and like blends with the foundation and doesn't look harsh as well. We both did meet after 4 years here, so like clearly you can see like we were talking like non-stop. It was so fun meeting her after 4 years. Oh my god. Now I'm gonna use my NYX contour stick, by the way, and I'm gonna contour her face. I'm gonna contour her forehead, which is already pretty tiny, so I did apply really little contour over there, and then her nose and her jawline as well. Now I'm gonna blend it in and make sure I'm not dragging it too low on her forehead because she already has a tiny forehead. I'm going to work it in the same spot instead of dragging it lower on her forehead region, because that's going to make her forehead look a lot more tinier, and we don't need that because it's already so small. Now I'm going to blend the contour on her cheekbone area, and again I'm like blending in upward motion, and I'm only dabbing. I'm not dragging the contour, because if you drag while applying your makeup, it's going to literally like make like, you know, like marks, and it's going to start stretching out on the skin and like start like, you know, it's going to mess up the lower parts or the lower layers on the skin. Now I'm using my concealer blending brush, and I'm going to use that to blend the contour on her nose. And then I'm going in with my Wet n Wild contour palette, and I'm gonna use that powder contour on top of her cream contour. I love using powder contour on top of cream contours. It like enhances the contour and like makes it so much more better. Now I'm using the banana powder in the same palette and using it to clean up the under parts of her eye area and make it a lot more brighter. And I'm gonna also use it to clean the cheekbone contour and then drag around the center of her nose as well. Now I'm using the same light blue eyeshadow that we used and smoking her lower eye, and then I'm using the dark blue eyeshadow and smoking it closer to her waterline. So this is gonna give a lot more depth to the eye, and you can see that, like, see the difference in both the eyes like right now. Then I'm gonna basically use this teal glitter from the Miss Cos palette and place it on the inner corner, and I'm gonna use mascara on her eyelashes. They're super long, so the lash process was kind of hard for me because her lashes were super long and they always they kept getting in the way. But I did like apply them in the end. They were pretty like hard to do, but like it worked. Now I'm using a black eyeshadow on top of her eyelash area and blending it in with her like blue color, so it doesn't look, you know, like fake or out of place, even though it is a fake, but we don't want it to look fake, you know. Now I'm applying my e.l.f. Cosmetics blush, and I'm gonna apply it right above her contour so it looks natural and not like, you know, it doesn't give a clown effect, because blushes, if you apply them wrong, they literally make you look like a clown, and we don't want that here. So I'm gonna apply it right on top of her contour very lightly with a light hand. Make sure you're not like rubbing the blush in, because then it's gonna look harsh. So this is the final look. No, it's not. Okay. Now I'm using my Wet n Wild highlighter in Precious Pearls, I think it's called, and I'm gonna highlight her high points on her face, which is the bridge of her nose, the point on her nose, her chin, her cheekbones, and on top of her brow region, which is like the little bit forehead that we have to work on. We're gonna work it on over there. She's so cute. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now I'm gonna clean her lip area, and I'm gonna go into my Huda Beauty liquid lipstick in Spice Girl, and I'm gonna use that to outline her lip area. I'm slightly overlining them because I don't know, I just felt like overlining them, even though she doesn't need them, but like it's okay, it's fun. So I'm like slightly overlining her lips, And then I used Exposed by Kylie Jenner on the center part of her lip. Now I'm using my NYX liquid highlighter, and I'm going to spread that all across her collarbone region to make her body glow. Now I'm going to go on top of that using my Precious Pearls highlighter by Wet n Wild. And then I use my contour palette from Wet n Wild again, and I'm going to deepen the shadows on her collarbone. Now I'm gonna go on and start styling her hair. So she has beautiful color in her hair. It was the reason I got inspired for this look, to be honest. So she has these beautiful like blue strands at the bottom part and the back portion. So what I thought of doing for her was curling her hair into these beautiful like wavy beautiful curls. So I'm doing that now using a straightener, which is really fun. It's a lot more better than a curler. So guys, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share if you will. I'll see you guys next time.